And I think that's about a nice time frame for both of us to be in the same position.
Both sides feel that a settlement can be reached if negotiations are conducted in an honest and realistic manner. Rod Smith, News Center 23, St. Elizabeth Medical Center.
Meanwhile, hospital administrators continue to assure their patients today they'll continue to receive quality care regardless of the nurses' strike at St. E's. It's meant some consolidation, however, of the workforce. But as News Center's Korynne Halverson reports, the morale among patients and nurses is running high both inside and outside the hospital.
That's the sound of public approval. It's an unexpected response striking nurses at St. Elizabeth's are getting from the community as they walk the picket lines. Many admit when they first decided to walk out, some were afraid of public outcry.
A lot of people waving and walking. A lot of support. Some people are stopping here on the sidewalk and asking us questions and asking for ribbons. We're getting these ribbons out.
The pink ribbons represent support for striking nurses. Some of the patients inside the hospital, though, aren't quite as supportive. With 2/3 of their workforce out on the picket line, the hospital has been forced to consolidate their efforts. Patients and nurses have been juggled around to maintain quality care. A former nurse herself, Jay Murphy is now a patient caught in the middle of the strike.
I guess I'm sort of Florence Nightingale-ish, but you don't go into nursing to go out on strikes, and I know that that's just a very individual opinion.
I had a male nurse yesterday who was the most attentive nurse that I've ever had in any time that I've been in the hospital.
But striking nurses say they never intended for their patients to suffer. They just want to make management listen to their demands.
We're nurses. We're caring people. We want the patients to be cared for in the best possible manner. That's why we're on strike, because patients haven't been.
The striking nurses say they'll stay out as long as it takes to change those working conditions, with or without public support. Korynne Halverson, News Center 23 at St. Elizabeth's Medical Center.
An unidentified woman is dead today after she was hit by a Burlington Northern train last night. State Patrol, county deputies, and tribal police responded to that call about 10:30 last night. The southbound train of approximately 20 cars struck the woman on the tracks under the Highway 97 overpass in Union Gap.
No, she apparently was laying on the tracks when she was observed by the engineer. And again, we still don't have any identity, and it's still an investigation.
The female body was unidentified at the scene. Today, tribal police are working with county detectives on that tragic case. Firefighters from Tieton and Cowiche were busy this afternoon battling a mobile home blaze near Tieton. The call came in just before 2 o'clock that a mobile home at 2150 Franklin Road was on fire. The structure is owned by David Frost of Tieton. Assistant Chief John Cobley says there wasn't very much his men could do to save the building.
Black smoke. Immediately called Cowiche for reinforcements due to daytime helpage in the area. When I got on the scene, the mobile home was fully involved. We pulled off 1.5-inch lines and immediately attacked it and knocked the fire out in a matter of minutes.
Nobody was at home at the time of that blaze. The mobile home was insured. Tribal police tonight are still looking for 3 Indian fishermen who are accused of breaking tribal fishing regulations. The 3, Leroy Yokash, Matthew McConville, and Wilbur Slockish, are said to be on the Yakima Indian Reservation. Yesterday, Judge David Ward altered their bail and ordered the 3 held in custody of the tribe until they can be tried for allegedly breaking tribal fishing rules. The 3 are part of a group which was tried and convicted in the celebrated 1983 salmon scam case. U.S. District Court Judge Jack Tanner issued federal arrest warrants for the men after they failed to appear before U.S. Marshals to begin serving their federal prison terms. The westbound lanes of Yakima Avenue will be closed in front of the Miller Building for the demolition site tomorrow to accommodate the dismantling of the front of the structure. Mike Mercy, the building's owner, says the detour will help wrecking crews remove the debris and will help ensure the safety of you motorists. Now, if you are a regular user of that stretch of Yakima Avenue, it is suggested that you think about using a different route. The county's attempt to standardize rural addressing is drawing more heated discussion today from residents in the Upper Valley. In today's public hearing, Bill Horton of the County Planning Department outlined some of Selah roads, some with more than one name, while duplication of names and other roads was also confusing and part of the proposed changes. Fire protection is another major reason for the change.
It's a confusing thing for emergency services because of its continuous one-loop name. When you get a call that we have an emergency on box 4361 Selah Loop Road, we don't know whether to go out Spires or whether to go out to Northway. Unless we stop, open the map books, look up the box number, and we have a built-in loss of time at that factor.
But many who've lived in rural Selah want to preserve some of the historic road names there.
We're not in the Venus Valley on Gore Road. And I know my dad mentioned just the day before he passed away, he saw no sense in taking the name of a road away when it's been established for that many years.
Now, the next public hearing on the road changes for Selah Rural Roads is September 9th at 11 a.m. in room 420 of the Yakima County Courthouse. Still to come here on NewsCenter 23, we'll take a look at Sunnyside School. They started their classes today. Stay tuned.
Your dentist has lots of tools to help your